We want to play a long show, like the world's longest.
We want to play the world's longest concert, continuous playing without a break.
We're gonna
get porta potties on stage.
Beds.
No beds.
No beds. We
I
can't
thought you
sleep.
want something. Oh, I thought
No,
you.
we
if you want to sleep,
just
you
lie
gotta.
on the stage.
No beds.
Well,
yeah, lie on stage.
So take us through that for a second.
The long gig? Well, we want to see what happens. We have times. The lights go down.
The band's
We
come
start
on stage
playing.
and we don't leave for
3 days. That's the goal. Non-stop.
the long gig.
No stopping.
Set
Originally,
breaks?
the original idea was
No set
No
breaks.
set breaks even.
Just going.
the original idea was
But we tell
was
people
not,
beforehand. They've got sleeping
not
bags
to tell
and everything.
people.
Well, that was the original.
The original idea was
we
just
wanted to see because no matter how long we play. I'm sorry. No matter how long we play, there's always people at the end who wished we had played longer, right? So, so we started thinking, how long would they stay? You know, I mean, if we just kept playing and kept playing, what would happen? Would they? Obviously, most people would eventually have to leave. But would you be left with a core of like 100 people who were willing to stay a week? You know, how long would they stay? Could we outlast them? And what would happen from like the sleep deprivation and everything? I mean, what kind of music would you be playing after 60 or 70 hours?
I think even
Music
after,
that no
even
one's
after
ever-
like
I don't-
12 hours, I think it would cross into that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
Yeah.
I want to know what would happen
Right.
after it crosses into that. And then
How many layers
Where
are
does
there?
it go from there?
And then back again, and then back again, like 8 or 10 times. Then what would happen? Would we just? What kind of music would we be playing? What would be sounding good to us? And what would it sound like to somebody who just walked in after 60 hours? When we thought,
if we
wow,
discovered
this
that-
is really incredible.
It was so much.
Somebody just
we
wanted to go,
discovered that it was
"What
so
is
much
this
better after
crap?"
12 or 14 hours.
That we had.
Every time we played, we had to play for 12 or 14 hours.
Like you guys would go out with them even there for 12 hours beforehand, and then we'd let them in.
Then we played Letterman.
Yeah, we play the first 12 hours of the gig with no audience, and then start letting people
Yeah. Plus, we could have guest musicians sit in,
Oh yeah, people can come in and sort of...
and you could pick your people by how
Or
deep
people,
into it you are.
people from the audience could come up
Yeah,
and play
the
guitar.
last person,
Marshall
Allen. After 3 days.
Just don't let him hang out in the dressing room before that.
Alright, yeah. Oh, man. I can't wait.
I think if we were going to really do it seriously, though, we might want to try and talk the staff into sticking out the whole time as well. Just see what happens to them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we weren't even going to tell the originally
A group deprivation
we weren't
experience.
going to tell the some of the staff, the people to go to.
Almost nobody would go to... The staff would sleep at some point, too. You know, I mean, at some point...
But the new idea is to tell people, and so they can be prepared.
I have footage from the first.
And,
The first long game
and then
meeting.
there's the rule: you can't make a phone call from inside the venue.
Yeah, no phone
If
calls.
you want to
And
leave,
if
you can
leave,
leave, but you can't come back
in.
And when you're in there, you can't.
And that was
going to
go along with the idea of not telling people ahead of time that this was going to happen. So they couldn't
lower.
call home to tell them to say, "Oh, I can't make it to work."
Well, then we thought that was
you
like...
could
Oh
either
no!
do-
We were going to allow them to make phone calls, but only they were
We're
only
gonna
allowed to
monitor
say
them.
one of two things. One is I'm not going to be there and hang up, and the other is I think that was it.
I've been
I'm not going
detained.
to be there.
I think that was the only thing you could say. Either that or you had to leave.
Oh yeah, I had
I'm
to leave. I'm going to be late, really late.
Days late. I'm going to be days late.
I'm okay.
I'm
I
okay.
just had this image of like camera crews gathering outside the venue, gradually over the days
Yeah.
of like
What the hell is going on in there?
staking it out.
But now if we tell people ahead of time, we'll probably get a higher number of people that would stick it out for a while. And they wouldn't get in trouble and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, hi.
Asian spice ginger brew.
A higher
So
chance.
when?
That would be probably after this tour and before the next tour.
I don't know.
The LG.
Soon.
We're gonna talk about it.
It's tough to do it in the middle of a tour because it's going to be pretty debilitating.
Because the crew's got to basically, well, they don't have to be up the whole time, but you got to
We've
be up a
got
lot
to
of
be
time.
time.
Sound,
I've never stayed up
somebody
for.
mixing sound.
I don't think I've ever been up for.
I'll tell you, man. I stayed up for 3 days at that party I had. And
How was it? How were you
Well,
guys?
so we were thinking about it a day, like
I did
36
take
3 days?
hours or something a day,
I went
which is a
at
straight day and a half.
5 days you stayed up.
Even that,
Think you could do it again?
that would do it. I think.
You could always start with a day
The
and
most
a
I-
half. and
the
then
most I
that
stayed
goes
up
well,
was-
just take it up another notch the
I'm
next
about
time.
to say stay up was 3. I don't think I've.
3 days. That's a long time.
I would say shoot. For
But I
36
know I
hours
can
and
stay
then
up for
keep
3
going.
days.
That's a pretty long time.
That's a long concert.
That's
Starting point.
that's basically
Then if we feel
the
like-
entire
At that
amount of time
point, if we feel like,
between
let's
two
jam.
normal gigs.
Let's do it. Hey,
we should
Plus the
stay.
night.
The entire amount of time between 2 normal gigs. Yeah.
Plus the night after the second gig. That's a lot.
If you booked 72 solid hours,
Right.
Yes, you book extra, but
Book 72.
You plan
book 72 hours.
That goes long.
Book
The
72
thing is, you
full
have
hours.
to. For me, I'm gonna need to know. I need to know beforehand from
What it's
you
gonna
guys that we're gonna go a certain distance.
Right.
Because then you get this kind of lingering feeling like, oh, those guys want to stop, and
We got-
we gotta
but I
say
would make
we're
a
gonna
formal
go.
commitment.
We gotta make a
Right.
commitment
If you
because
can
then we
make it
just
today,
we know
you're
we're
gonna
going.
And if we book 72 hours with room to continue, but we or whatever the
I'd say we book 72 hours and plan on going for 36 solid. You know. And,
well, we
and-
got
and-
first we got to
36
see what
is
the
long.
record is. First we got to see what the record
We do
is.
have to say
But I
that.
know we can do 36.
I bet.
Well, no,
We
can
could,
do
you know,
that.
The thing is, there's-
we had this
there's-
other
you read
idea
about,
was to
you know,
break as
36
many
would be-
other Guinness records during it as possible.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So not only do we break
The people with the marshmallows are coming close.
not only do we break the record for the most Guinness records broken in one place.
Yeah, that'd be
Like there's that picture of the guy with like 800 cigarettes in his mouth. You know, the guy with one more.
We invite all those people to the concert.
The guy that ate the most baked beans in one
The
sitting.
big twins on the motorcycle.
That would be great. A whole section of just Siamese twins.
Bob Beeman.
Bob Beeman trying to
Trying to
re-break.
re-break his 29
Those Siamese twins separated in one location.
That is a plan.
We should try
The most
It's all
Siamese
coming back
twins
now.
separated.
We've got
Science,
15
one
minutes,
sports.
and then all of a sudden we
We
just
should
kinda
try and
forgot-
break
we
one in
forget
every
about it, but just-
category.
Yeah.
Like have someone doing a sports
That would be
thing.
great. People would love that. That would give them something else to do than listen to the stupid music that would be going on at that point.
We get tired, like every hour a new record
The
would be attended.
seesaw people, you know, like while we're
Oh, yeah,
playing.
definitely.
They go along
The
to that
season.
though.
But that might
That would be so cool.
You'd have to find
endurance
endurance things that went like 2 days
Yeah,
and get people to
Yeah.
break that.
you'd have to. Yeah,
The LG. That's going to be a.
The thing is, we
different
also,
movie in
if we
itself.
do set the record for the longest gig, we do want to set it so. I'd want to establish it so well that it would be tough to break. Like, I want to push ourselves to
the thing
literally
is,
the
people
points
they
of our
have like
physical.
I've read about like that. You know, I think it's like the Central South American tribe or something. They have those yearly dance
Yeah.
orgy kind of
I
things. You
figured
know,
there'd be some tribal people.
where they go for
Yeah, days on end.
Let's
just
get
dancing
them.
and drumming and dancing.
We'll have to check it out. We'll have to
get
see
them.
exactly how it's worded.
Let's get them up here.
Yeah,
Just so you can go longer.
Yeah, you set them up.
and
Have that play on the other side of the room, and us
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
other side just showdown.
And Phish, never ahead of the tribal people.
just to see what it would be like, though.
Yeah,
What's the longest we've ever actually jammed?
we've had some 8-hour jams.
You were-
ceremony.
You were asleep
I
the
didn't
whole
count,
time
though. I
last
didn't-
time.
yeah, that's
Your
the thing.
face
I
was on the
was like,
snare
out of
drum.
commission.
Just like the three of us were like.